in Glendale, California.
Come on, why you gotta do that, man?
That's my number five,
Number
man.
5? What do you get from that? All right, guys, welcome back. We're gonna hit the top 5 Mexican joints out here in LA. Ed, I'm curious to know what you got on your top 5.
I am excited about this one. I've been eating Mexican food my entire life. And let's get down to it.
Yeah.
All right, so for number 5, I got Taco Azteca in Glendale, California.
Come on, why you gotta do that, man?
That's my number 5,
Number
man.
5? What do you get from that?
All right, so for me, that place, the tacos are amazing. Like the way they marinate their meat, for some reason, I get their taco, avocado, and it's amazing. I can eat like 10 of those.
I'm surprised that's number 5 on your list.
Oh yeah, there's some good ones coming up. I mean, still top 5 is top 5.
yeah, I guess so. You could say that. Especially in LA, we got a lot of spots that you could try out. But I think this one's going to be a little different, maybe not expected. My number 5 on the list is Great White Hut. I don't know if you've ever tried their tacos or
Really?
their burritos, but they actually are on my list top 5. And I've been there for breakfast. They got some bomb breakfast burritos, carne asada breakfast burritos, and then the late night after a night at the bar or something.
I have been there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've tried a lot there. It took a while till I finally got to the tacos, but man, those are delicious too.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I've had Great White Hut. I've had their burgers. They got everything there, right? They do burgers. They do quesadillas. It's like a fusion of Mexican, American kind of a thing. And their breakfast is actually pretty good. They have those breakfast tacos, which are really good. They give you a sunny side up egg.
Yeah,
And then you get either bacon or carne asada on it.
yeah. I've had
Pretty damn good.
I've had the burger with the egg, but I haven't tried it with the actual breakfast burrito yet. That might be a good one to do.
All right. Moving on, we got number 4. So number 4 for me is going to be El Tapatio, a.k.a. El Tap in Glendale.
Nice.
Now, there's a few of them. There's another El Tap in Burbank. Not that one. The one in Glendale. So what makes this place so special for me is they actually melt the cheese between the taco breads. Nowhere else I go or have ever gone does this. And it blows me away. You get melted cheese between the breads. Their meat's good. Onion, cilantro. And that's it. It's one of the best tacos you can get, I think, in LA.
Yeah, I think we can agree on that. That's actually number 4 on my list too.
Snap.
Yeah, for the same reasons. And to tell you the truth, I had never really tried El Tap until you had mentioned it back in the day that it was one of your main go-to spots. So there's a little bit of competition out here in LA for the best spots, but that's number 4 on my list.
Nice.
So always hits the spot.
Another thing I want to mention about El Tap is their French fries. I think they got the best French fries in LA. I know it's a taco place. They're not meant to have the best French fries, but oh my God, it's so good. I get 3 tacos with cheese and French fries, and I devour every single last bite of everything there.
That's awesome. It's like you go to a taco spot, you're not expecting to get some French fries, but everyone loves French fries,
Yeah.
especially when they make it right.
Yeah, get their French fries, squeeze some lime on it, put some Tapatio sauce on there, and go to town.
There you go. All right. Number 3 on the list for me is El Saz.
Oh,
Yeah.
El Saz. That was going to be an honorable mention for me.
Wow. Oh, my God. Man, we're on completely different wavelengths on that. I wonder if El Tap's the only one we agree on. But, yeah, for me, El Saz is just nostalgic, man. I think that's like the original spot for me that me and my friends would always go to, whether it would be a breakfast burrito, whether going there at night. The only thing that freaking sucked about that place is it was cash only. They didn't
Yeah,
take any
it still
credit
is.
cards.
It still is. I actually went there about 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah, that was the only tedious part about going there. It's like, hey man, does anyone have some extra cash? Can you get me a burrito?
Oh, now they got an ATM in there.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's part of the business too. But yeah, man, I mean, El Saz easily goes on my top 3. And everything I've had their tortas before, delicious. But I'm a big fan of their tacos, man. Just you could easily eat like 10 of those myself too.
Yeah, I mean, the reason it didn't make my top 5 is because honestly, it used to be way better.
Yeah.
They used to put way more meat. Everything about it used to be just a lot better for me. They changed their bread for their torta. Like, everything changed. It's still good, but wow, back in the day, I remember we used to go to, when we go out at night, go to bars, whatever, we'd always go there. That was the highlight of our night. We're going to Elsa's house and we're having, whatever. That torta for me was amazing. By the time I was done with the torta, I had a plate full of meat left over, and that was another meal in itself. Now I go, I'm like, damn it, I'm looking for the meat in the torta. I'm like, it's just not there anymore,
I hear you on that, man.
I don't know what happened. Maybe ownership changed, but I remember the day, the day I got the torta and it wasn't the same. I was like, oh man, maybe it's a worker. And it went back in. I was like, no, same thing. So whatever happened, they started cutting back, changing the bread, doing things. It's still good, but it didn't make my top 5.
That's the crazy part. It doesn't matter where you go. Like when you try something and you really freaking love it, sometimes it's dependent on who the person was that made it,
Yeah.
And like spots like this, it's like when they get it right, it's just awesome every single time. But yeah, when either the workers change or ownership changes, some things tend to change from the taste as well. So it sucks. I was thinking maybe ever since they opened up their second location, not too far off, that's what kind of changed things up for them too. Or else, trust me, they were number 1 on my list for a very long time.
Yeah, they were number 1 on my list for a long time. I'm not going to lie.
Wow.
But now they got some competition.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For me, number 3, I'm going to go with Peña's Tacos.
Ooh, something I haven't tried before.
This one is located technically in Los Angeles, but it's in the Tujunga area.
Uh-huh.
And what makes this place so special, first of all, everything is pretty damn good. But what makes it so special is, how you get radish, lemon, things
All
like
of
that
it,
on the
yeah.
side,
Yeah.
right? They give you sliced cucumbers on the side.
Ooh.
And that just takes
That's
it to
fresh.
that just, I don't know why. The cucumbers make so much sense with Mexican food.
Yeah.
And that's the only place that does this. That's what makes them special for me. And if you guys are going to go try it, get the torta. That thing is amazing.
Nah, I'll take your word for it. I just recently tried a Mexican spot with cucumbers too. I've never tried it before. You're right. It goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Yeah, nice. Where was that?
Well, you'll find out. You'll find out.
All right. All right, moving on to number 2.
Yeah.
For me, Victoria's Tacos and Grill in Glendale. Man, the day I discovered this place, I was blown away.
I remember you telling me about it too. Like when I would ask you about a spot to go eat at, you would say that one was easily the top one for you.
Yeah, it was. It was number 1 for a while.
Uh-huh.
For me, and now it's kind of dropped to 2 because number 1's kind of taking things to the next level. But so what makes them so special is, I think out of all the ones I mentioned, they're the only ones that got a mulita.
Mulita.
Yeah, the mulita. So what a mulita is, it's like a mini quesadilla.
Okay.
But so it's like 2 circle, like a little bigger than a taco bun. Or a taco tortilla, and smaller than a quesadilla tortilla. And what they do is they grill both sides of this thing, so that tortilla is like drenched in oil and like cooked to a crisp.
Nice.
And so every bite you take has this crispiness to it, and you got melted cheese inside, onion, cilantro, avocado, and their carne asada.
Wow.
This thing is so good. That's all I get there. Everything is good. The tacos are good. Torta is good. I've tried it, but that mulita, I just can't get away from it.
Damn, all right. Easily another place I got to try out. Yeah. For me, number 2 on the list is Tino's Tacos. And not many. Exactly. I was about to say. You wouldn't know who the hell this person is, where the hell it is. It's sad. I can't even give you an exact location on where you can find it, but it's right off of the exit on the 105 freeway. It's pretty much, I moved recently and I noticed there's this taco spot like open for like 4 hours from like 6 to 10 p.m. And I was like, one day I got to try this out. Where I live now, there's barely any like good Mexican spots to go to compared to right here in LA area. So I tried it out and oh my God, their al pastor is so delicious. Wow. I got it in a burrito. I tried their carne asada torta. And then of course I had to try out their quesadillas. I haven't messed with chicken just yet, just because I'm a big fan.
Chicken's never good.
Yeah. Like if you're thinking street tacos or good Mexican food, you're usually thinking either al pastor or carne asada.
Chicken in general can only get so good. And if you got all these other options, al pastor and carne asada, even lengua. Lengua is amazing too, but chicken's just so bland always.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You never get chicken at any Mexican
It's
place.
rare. It's very rare that you get chicken, and I don't even know what would make you decide to want to try chicken. But this was the place I tried the cucumbers. I saw,
no
like
way.
it was like self-serve. Go ahead, here's a little plastic bag. Load up whatever you want, and the usual, radish you throw in there, lime you throw in there. You get the green, the red sauce, and then I'm like, there's cucumbers here. All right, I might as well load up a good amount of those. I went home and I'm like, all right, let me try this out. Not only was the freaking al pastor burrito delicious, but when I chased it with the cucumber, it was so fresh. Like you said, it goes hand in hand. So good.
Yeah.
So good.
Definitely. Cucumbers are...
Yeah. Next time you come to my hood, I'll take you there.
I'm down.
Yeah,
I'm down. I definitely got to try it. Number 2 on your list?
It's kind of biased at the same time because I barely got anything around me over there, and that's what I've been eating a lot of lately. So, but I'm happy to have that. Tino's Tacos, definitely worth a shot.
Tacos. All right, where is this again?
This is, you could say, El Segundo.
El Segundo.
Yeah.
All right.
Next
Next time I come
area.
visit your hood, we'll go try it out.
6 to 10 p.m. Those are the hours. All right, should I kick it off with my number 1?
Let's go.
Sadly, it was ranked pretty low on your list, but not my number 1 is Taco Azteca, man.
Oh, snap.
There's something
Really?
about their spice, that red sauce that they have. It's over the top spicy, and like for a first timer going to try it, you're like, what the hell is this? Oh, your mouth's on fire the whole time. So a nice horchata is a good thing to chase it with, but after a while going back and forth, I'm like, oh my god, you can't get this spice anywhere else. Like you said earlier, the meat is marinated so nicely, cooked so well. And for me, the al pastor tacos is what I love, and then the carne asada burrito. Just
All right.
awesome. And it was I went to high school right in that area, so
Yeah.
time to time after school I'd go ahead and grab something out of there, and then over my years I just saw myself going back even more, man. So delicious.
Nice. I mean, it made both of our lists. So
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you guys haven't tried Azteca, it's a force to be reckoned with for sure. All right. For me, number 1 is something I just discovered this year. And I got to give a shout out to my girlfriend for introducing me to this place. It's located in North Hollywood, and it's called Cilantro Mexican Grill. And I mean, I tried looking for. There's so many different cilantros out there that none of them are the same. This one is basically located inside of a gas station.
Oh my god.
It's literally a hole in the wall, I guess. If you
It's
want
not
to,
like it's not like a taco truck at the gas station.
No,
it's actually like built
inside.
out.
You know how they have
inside?
those like markets?
Yeah,
Inside, like at gas stations, it's inside the gas station. Just like, sometimes you go to Vegas, there's a Subway inside
Yeah.
or something like that. It's very similar to that. Anyway, this place, for me, their barbacoa is on another level. It's something else. And combined with the way they do their torta, it's one of the best things I've ever ate. I've had this thing maybe 10 times now.
Whoa, jeez.
And it's
all right.
never disappointed. The bread of the torta is, I don't know what they do with it. It's crispy on the outside. I don't know if there's actually like cheese sprinkled on the outside, and then they I don't know, toast
Grill
it to
it?
a crisp or
Yeah.
something. It's definitely crispy.
Yeah.
But wow, it's so good, man. I mean, I've been keto for 3 weeks and I'm stressed out. I miss that place.
That's so funny. It's like,
Yeah.
just go there and get it without the bread, man. Just give me the meat and everything
Yeah,
else.
I mean, I've had a lot of things there, not just that. We did their bowls, tostadas, quesadillas, tacos. Their shrimp is amazing too. Everything has just been, I don't know who runs that place or who invented it, but it just blows everything else out of the water for me.
Damn, props to your girlfriend. Yeah, got good taste. There's a few things you've mentioned that I definitely got to try out. I'm surprised. I haven't heard of some of these spots.
Yeah,
So very good.
for sure. Maybe tonight I'll order these.
I mean, for me, an honorable mention, since you threw one out there, I'm going to throw one out there. And I was surprised it wasn't on your list either. But Leo's Tacos out in Eagle Rock, it's a taco truck. But, man, they got delicious quesadillas over there, too. And their street tacos are freaking phenomenal.
Yeah, I know a lot of people that swear by Leo's.
Yeah.
That's their favorite. And so many people hyped it up for me that for about 3 weeks straight, I went hunting this truck.
Yeah.
And in the hunt, we accidentally went to 10 different trucks thinking it's Leo's. So we had almost like all the taco trucks in LA because they all kind of park in the same area.
Yeah, I was about to say, every time I go there, it's like, oh, there it is. You make the U-turn, you're like, ah, crap, it's not this truck. You got to go back even further down. But yeah, man, that place, it's great. It's in Eagle Rock. It's a truck. I don't know how often it's out there, but it's usually posted up in the same spot. So, I mean, you go out there. It's I know rated one of the best in LA too.
Yeah, definitely. I actually got an honorable mention that doesn't exist anymore, which would be number one for me if it still existed.
It's interesting.
And this place was called El Patio.
Patio?
Yeah, this thing was located in Hollywood on Western and Santa Monica, right next to this little club. And we would go there.
To the club?
It was not the club. I went to the club once, but no. We would go wherever we were in Hollywood. We'd eventually come back there and have the tacos. And no joke, I would have 10 tacos.
Damn.
And the reason they were so special, and nobody does this till this day either, is what they would do is they would put the meat on the tortilla. Well, first of all, they would grill their tortilla in like whatever oil was on the thing. So the tortilla already was like amazing by itself. But they would put the meat, and then if you got it with cheese, they would put the cheese on top of the meat, and then they flip it
And cook it right on the
and
grill?
smack it down on the grill, and then that cheese would get crispy.
Yeah.
And then they would take it, and then they put the onion, the cilantro on there, add an avocado to it, and their green sauce, I don't know why, it was bright lime green, almost glow in the dark type of sauce, and it was so good.
Dang.
And they used to have, those green onions that have those big balls at the end? Man, those onion balls, best onion I've ever had in my life, and I'm very sad they don't exist anymore.
What happened? One day you went to the club
One
and then
day
you
I
came
went,
out. You're like,
no, somebody. I
WTF.
think what happened, somebody bought the place and completely changed it. Changed the way the tacos were made. Like just
Same
did their
name?
own thing. I don't know. I never
been a
went
while,
back
huh?
after that. I
Sad
don't think the
trip.
name was there either. It was just they brought everything outside. They used to be able to walk in, and it just changed. It wasn't whatever it was. The owners were gone. The people that worked there, I loved them.
Yeah.
Every time I was giving $10, $15 tip.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where we'd come and there'd be 10, 15 people in line. The guy would see me. He'd be like, "Come here," and then he'd be like, "What do you want?" He would take my order first. So I love the people there. I love the food there, man. I miss that place so much.
Never got a chance to try it out. What a sad trip, you know. Another place that I'm pretty sure a lot of people in our area have heard of and or swear by. It's not really a pure Mexican joint, but it's got some great Mexican food. It's Brick and Flour.
Yeah.
Brick and Flour's got some really good food, and I think their house sauce is what really makes it. And then they got these nasty carne asada fries, which it's not meant to feed one person. That thing is just meant to feed like 2 to 3 people, but you always try to tackle it on your own, and then you go into food coma right after. But it's another spot that's definitely worth the shot.
For some reason, I say this all the time, but whatever I love, the world tends to take it away. All my favorite burger is gone. My favorite taco place is gone. Everything just like, if it's been phased out, disappeared. And one of the things that they had at Brick and Flour was their breakfast torta. And that thing, I would have it every morning for breakfast. On the weekends when I was home, breakfast torta. And then they just stopped making it.
Oh,
I called on it. They're like, "We don't do it anymore." I'm like, "Why not?" They're like, "We just don't do it." The guy didn't have an explanation for me. I was so sad. Their breakfast burrito's still good. But no, that breakfast torta was amazing.
Yeah, the bread is the most important part of that torta, man. You got to make that bread right. Make bread right. You got a good tasting torta.
Yeah. Well, there you guys have it. That's our top 5 Mexican joints
Bang, bang,
in
bang.
LA. If you think something else belongs on your list, or you got your top 5, put in the comments. We're interested. If there's something we have to try, you think is better than some of these places, and you've been there, 100%, we want to try it out. We love Mexican food. And that's it. Like, subscribe.
And leave a comment, guys. But appreciate it. See you next time.
Later.